Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube page and TikTok page. Like, share, subscribe and comment. So in today's lesson, I'll be solving one of the exam paper questions which came in the year 2023 under linear programming. I'll be showing you how to solve step by step. So the question reads as follows. Write three inequalities that define the unshaded region R. So what region are they talking about? They are talking about this region here, which has not been shaded. They only want this. So before you start, you have to analyze. You look at the paper and see what you have been given. So we have been given this line, and this line. So I'll start with the simplest, which is the top part here, 6. So when we check this out, we can see that the line is passing through 6. And the shaded region which has been shaded, it is the greater region, the upper part. So which means we need this part. We only need this part which has not been shaded. So we're going to describe this part. We're going to say, question 1, we're going to say y is lesser than 6. Why am I saying y is lesser than 6? It's because the lesser region hasn't been shaded. It is the greater region which has been shaded. So that's why I'm saying y is lesser than 6. The lesser region has not been shaded. So now we go to our other line. So this is a dotted line. So I will need to find the gradient. So I'm going to choose two codes. I can use this coordinates row here and here, or I can use this coordinates and this coordinates here, or I can use the coordinates or this coordinates. So depending which coordinates you prefer. So for me, I'll start because I know this will be my A. So this is 0, 0. So I'll go with this ones. I know my B, I'll put B. 6, 6. You see? So this will be my X1, my Y1, my X2, and my Y2. So I'll use the formula for finding gradient. The formula for finding gradient is M is equals to Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So I believe you're following me step by step. So I'm going to say, what is my X2? My Y2. My Y2 is 6. So this will be 6 minus, what is my Y1? My Y1 is a 0. Y1. Over, what is my X2? My X2 is a 6. 6 minus, what is my X1? My X1 is a 0 here. So this will be 6 over 6, which is equals to 6 into 6, it is a 1. So my gradient is 1. So I'm going to use the formula. Now I have my gradient. Now let me find the equation of this line. So I'm going to use the formula of finding the equation of a straight line. So this is the formula. Y minus Y1 is equals to mx over x1. So this is my y. So I can choose which coordinates to use. So back to the coordinates. So you can use B or A. So for me, I'll use A again to avoid more calculations. So I'll start with this. What is my y1? My y1 here is a 0. What was our m? The m we found was 1. So this would be a 1. X. What is our x? X1. or x1 here is a 0. So now we start the calculation. Here we know it's a 0. So we are going to say equals 1 times x, it's a x. 1 times 0, it's a 0. We know that. Now we have the coordinates now. Now we have the equation of the straight line. So this equation now, it is describing this area, this dotted line here. So what do they want? They want the region which has not been shaded. This region which has not been shaded, that's what they want. So here, this region here is the lesser region. The lesser region here, which is like the x-axis here. So what do they want? We're going to say our y region here, it is greater than x, the x which has been shared. So this region here, so we're going to write here, so it's going to be y is greater than x. So this is going to come here, question 2. So we're going to indicate y is greater than x. So you have to take note, this is a dotted line. It's not a straight, it's not a solid line. If it's dotted, you just indicate this. There's nothing to put below here, just like this. Unless if it was a solid line, like straight line, it had no dot. If it had no dot, I would have written greater than. So now we go to the other question. So we have this solid line here. So we have this other line. So we're going to do the same thing we have done. Are we together? So we are going to solve again now. This. So now we go to this other question here. So I can work with this coordinates and this coordinates, or I can use this coordinate or this coordinate, or this coordinate or this coordinate. Gradient is always the same in the straight line together with the equation. So it depends which one you're comfortable with. So now let me find, so I'll work with 0. So I'm going to work with this points here. This point, we know here it's 0. We know here it's 0 also. So I'll work with this coordinates here now. So this will be my C and this will be my D. So let me change the marker. So my C will be 3, 0. My D will be 0, 6. So this will be my x1, my y1, my x2, my y2. So how do we find the gradient now? So we're going to use the same formula we previously used. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we're going to write what is my y2? My y2 is 6. My y1 is a 0. And what is my x2? My x2 is a 0, and my x1 is a 1. So when we do this, my x1 is a 3, is a 3. So we're going to have 6 over negative 3. 3 into 3, I'm going to have 3 into 6, so I'm going to have negative 2. My gradient will be negative 2. Now let me find the equation of this line here, this straight line now. So we're going to use the same forms that we previously used. Now we have our gradient. Now we have our gradient. So I can work with any coordinate here, any. So let me choose which one I'm comfortable with. I think I'll go for this. I'll use these other coordinates, D here. So I've used D. So y1, y is equals, what is my y1? So I've used what is my y. My y here, it's giving me my y2 here, it's giving me a 6. So I'm going to write 6 here is equals to what is my gradient we found. My gradient here was a -2. So we're going to put the -2 here, open bracket. What is my x? What is my x1? My x1, my x here is a 0. So let me try to do so here we already know y. So here, so y is 6 is equals to -2 times x, it would be -x. -2 times -0, which is a 0. We know it's a 0 already. So how am I going to do this now? So this 6 will cross the other side. So I'm going to have -2 plus -2x, I meant -2x plus 6. So this is my equation now. Now that I have the equation, now I have to check again. What did we shed? We shaded the lower region. So we have this region here, which is great, going above. It's going above. This lower region has been shaded. So how are we going to describe it? How are we going to describe it? So we're going to say our y is greater than -2x positive 6. So the equation of this line is going to be y is equals to y is greater than -2x positive 6. So this is the equation. So I'm going to indicate here my y is greater than -2x positive 6. This is the equation. Then you're found. Then you're done. Thank you very much. Like, share, comment, and ask where you're not clear so I can get back to you. If you have anybody writing exams in November, December for the internals, you can get in touch with me. And also for those who are writing 2027 GCE, you can get in touch with me. And I also offer online tuitions. You can get in touch with me through the details or my profile picture there. You can WhatsApp me or call me direct. After that, then we can proceed from there. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.